Hey there, Brandon Slay here from thriftsgym.com. Today we're talking about an exercise called the half kneeling single arm kettlebell bottoms up overhead press. Our first exercise, what you're going to need is a kettlebell, a little bit of space. I've got an Eric's pad here for the comfort of my knee, but that is also completely optional. What we're gonna do is we're gonna cover the half kneeling position here first. So what that is, we're gonna have one knee down, other leg up, 90-90 position at the hip and the knee joint on the top leg, and then that bottom leg is gonna be straight down. Back toe is dug into the ground here. Now, we're gonna keep our chest up nice and tall. The leg that is down, in this case my right leg, I'm gonna have the kettlebell in my right hand. Now, you're gonna want a kettlebell for this versus a dumbbell because we're actually gonna hold that kettlebell upside down. You can only do that with a kettlebell because more of the mass of the kettlebell is at the top here when I hold it upside down versus a dumbbell, which would be a regular dumbbell overhead press. Again, nothing wrong with that exercise, just some slight differences here from what we're getting from the exercise. Again, we're gonna hold the kettlebell upside down here. Gonna start with basically a neutral grip position. Palm is facing towards the midline, towards the middle of my body. Elbows underneath my wrist. Fat part of the bell is towards the ceiling. I'm gonna keep my ribs down, chest tall, reach towards the ceiling, and then come back down. Making sure I reach overhead as much as I can, pressing up as high as I can as I own that position. Try not to extend through my back, and then I would switch sides. Now, this exercise is not gonna let you use the most amount of weight. That's not really what it's designed for. It's going to aid in overall shoulder stability. It's having to be able to maintain the stability of that kettlebell as we go to press overhead. You're still gonna train your shoulders, triceps, all that is great, but we're really after more shoulder stability here. So those that have an issue pressing overhead, getting that added stability may actually make the overhead pressing motion feel better as well. I really like doing this for 2 to 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps on each side. Basically, you want to try to start with a weight on the lower end if you can, and then try to ramp that up throughout your sets and your reps. And once you're able to get all 12 reps, then you would be able to ideally probably go up to the next kettlebell. I will say that clearly having a hand dominance here is going to make a difference. So if you happen to be right-handed, like most people, your right hand's probably gonna have more shoulder stability than your left. So my suggestion is when you're doing this, start with your non-dominant arm first, just to assess where that arm's at, and then your stronger arm is probably going to be able to do it a little bit easier, and you'll bridge that gap over time as you do the exercise consistently enough. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks, have a great day.